Namaste. Let's begin our day with a sweet morning flow to help you start your day right. So make sure you have a block handy for today and bring it to the top of your mat. And draw your hands to heart center and just take a moment as you stand here to cultivate a sense of gratitude. So just name a few things that you're grateful for today. And as you nestle into that, just notice how good and how positive it feels in your heart. As you take your next inhale, start to extend the spine as you reach the arms open and up and draw the hands together at the ceiling. And as you take your exhale, draw the arms back to heart center and feel the navel drawing slightly towards the spine. Inhale, the breath expands through you as you reach open and lengthen the spine and draw the gaze slightly up towards the hands. And exhale, draw the hands back to heart center. Feel the breath center behind the navel. Let's do that again. Inhale, reach the arms open and up. Find a nice long spine, gaze up. Exhale, hands back to heart center. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Inhale, reaching all the way up, extending the heart back a little bit, and then exhale, flat spine all the way down, folding forward, touching the toes, the floor, make contact with something. Inhale, halfway lift, hands brush against the legs as you extend the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Lifting from the back of the heart, inhale, flat spine all the way up to stand, reach up, lift the heart. Exhale, hands to heart, gratitude, thank you. Again, inhale all the way up, big lift with the spine, lengthen. Exhale, flat spine and fold all the way down. Half lift, lengthen the spine as you extend the heart forward. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, big lift, lengthen, reach up. And hands to heart. Inhaling all the way up, lift the back of the heart. Exhaling, folding all the way down with a flat back. Flat back as you half lift. And let's step back into downward facing dog. So taking an upside down V shape with the hips and the body, and just taking a moment to feel the pose, maybe pedal the heels a little bit, straighten one leg, bend the knee, straighten the other leg, bend the knee. Go side to side a little bit, still maintain your breath. Maybe wag the tail. And now we're just starting to feel. We're starting to notice, where do I feel tight? Where do I feel free? Starting to increase our awareness of this form, of this body. Then land in the pose in down dog. Take a slight bend in the knees, push the sitting bones up and back at the spine nice and long. Increase the apex at the hips. Find your breath. Inhale, feel the breath expand, and exhale, feel the navel draw towards the spine. Inhale, feel the breath expand through the body, and exhale, feel it center behind the navel. One more big breath here. And then inhale, slowly find plank pose, top of a push-up. Take a moment here to hold this pose. If at any moment it's too much, just soften to your knees. Otherwise, start to really firm through the body. Twist the eyes and the elbows forward. Draw the bottom rims of the shoulder blades down the back. Roll the thighs in and back. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Feel the strength of your body, this long line of energy from the crown of the head to the heels. And as you take your next exhale, we'll slowly lower the right knee directly under the hip and peel open to the left. Circle the wrist, wiggle the fingers. And if it's hard to balance here, just take that right foot behind you a little bit. Otherwise, leave that foot underneath you. And you have the option to stay here or take baby half moon, lifting the left leg parallel to the floor, or reach for the back of the foot behind you. Kick into the hand, engage a slight back bend with the left side body there, and breathe as you open up. One more breath here, and we'll slowly start to release. And let's do the same thing on the other side. So my left knee's coming under the hip. I'm sending the right leg back. My right arm will reach up, circling the wrist, wiggling the fingers. Remember, if it's hard to balance, just take that left leg behind you a little bit. And then lifting that right leg up as an option, or reaching for the ankle or the foot as an option, kicking into the hand to engage a back bend, steadying your breath wherever you are. And slowly starting to release back to center. Taking a nice inhale here, and then exhaling, let's lower the chest towards the floor. A few rounds of Cobra here. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart. Roll the shoulders up and back. Gentle push into the hands. Exhale, lower down. One more time. Inhale, lift the heart as you draw the shoulders up and back. Exhale, lower down. Let's come back into downward facing dog. Shifting your weight back. Taking the hips up. Nice deep, deep breath. Inhale, breath expands through the body. Exhale, it centers behind the navel. Keep pushing the sitting bones up and back. Refine the pose as you breathe, nice and deep. And then slowly start to walk your feet forward towards the front of your mat. Take a Uttanasana, forward fold. Nice deep breath here. And now we're going to come right into it. So feet are directly under the sitting bones, just a few inches apart. I'm going to sit down in Utkatasana, chair pose. So as if you're sitting in a chair, and then we're going to engage the abs a little bit more. So draw the navel in towards the spine to better support the lower back. If this feels like too much for the shoulders at any time, arms parallel to the floor or arms at 90 degrees like goalposts. Keep breathing, steadying the breath. And then inhale, rise up. Exhale, flat spine and fold. Half lift as you take your inhale. Exhale, plank pose, top of a push-up. Take a nice deep breath here. Slowly roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Peel the left arm open, side plank. If this is too much, take the variation we had before with the right knee on the floor underneath the hip. Keep breathing here, steady the breath, get it nice and big. Get the hips a little higher, lift a little bit more. On your next exhale, find plank pose. Take a moment here, breathe. And then rotate to the outer edge of the left foot. Reach the right arm up, lift the hips high, get higher out of the left shoulder. You can always take that circle of the wrist here too if it feels good. Find your breath, nice and steady. As you take your exhale, hand to the floor, take a nice deep breath here. And you can do knees down, lie down, or chaturanga to upward facing dog. Thighs are off the mat for up dog. One more big inhale and up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath here. Feel the body, feel the breath. And then as you take your next exhale, we'll walk it forward. Feet sitting bones distance apart, Utkatasana. Steady in on your breath. Feeling the expansive quality, the contractive quality, the pulsation of the breath. Inhaling, rise. Exhaling, folding. Half lift. Plank pose. Take a nice deep breath here. Firm the body. Heel open to the left as you come to the outer edge of the right foot. Once again, option to place that knee down at any point. Reach the left arm over the crown of the head as you lift the hips higher and get higher out of the right shoulder. And then as you take your next exhale, come back into plank. Take a nice deep breath. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. So rotate to the outer edge of the left foot, reach the arm forward, dome the side body, breathe. Keep reaching more and more as you inhale, reach. Exhale, plank pose. You're welcome to do knees down, lie down, Cobra, or Chaturanga to up dog. We'll hold the back bend for a couple breaths here. And then exhaling, downward facing dog. Find your breath, feel the body. And then walk the feet forward. Fold nice and deep. Place the feet under the sitting bones. Utkatasana. Breathing nice and deep. Drawing the lower abdomen in, protecting the lower back. Inhaling, rising. Exhaling, folding. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling, step back, plank pose, top of a push-up. Take a moment here, breathe. And last round, we'll rotate to the outer edge of the right foot. Reach the left arm up and take it behind the head. Pull the elbow back, 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 so that the left chest peels open. Find your breath. And find your plank. Big breath in and out. Other side. Remember, you can always put that left knee down if you like here. Pull the elbow back. Open up the front of the chest. And as you exhale, plank pose, knees down, lie down, Cobra or Chaturanga to up dog, but we'll hold that chest opener of the up dog or Cobra for a couple breaths. Thighs off the mat if you're an up dog, engage. And let's meet in downward facing dog. Find your breath, nice and steady, nice and smooth. And then we'll walk it forward. Uttanasana, forward. Please excuse my doggies. And Utkatasana. Drawing the lower abdomen in, harnessing your breath, feeling your life force flow through you. Noticing all the shifts in your physiology as we move. Inhaling, rising. Exhaling, hands to heart. Returning to that feeling of gratitude. And feeling those positive vibes. All right, big wide step with the left foot back, preparing for Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. My toes are gently going towards the front of the mat, the back foot's at an angle, and I'm rotating my ribs towards the side of my mat. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, find your Warrior 2. Lunging into the right leg. Inhale, clap the hands together. Exhale, Warrior 2. 3 more times. And now we're going to land in Warrior 2 and breathe nice and deep. Try not to lean so far forward, but taking the shoulders over the hips. Getting this thigh to really open up to the right so that the knee's going kind of towards the pinky toe almost. And then fixing your gaze over the right fingertips. On your next inhale, reach down the back of the leg, reach the right arm up, lean towards the back of the leg, keep the lunge in the right leg. Find your breathing. On your next exhale, side angle pose, right forearm to the right thigh, left arm goes diagonally overhead, gazing under the left arm. You have the option to stay here, take the right hand to the inside of the foot. Maybe it goes on a block on the inside of the foot. You have the option to stay here or go for the full bind. So for the bind, my left arm would come behind me, my right arm under my leg. I grab the fingers or the wrist and I lean back as I straighten my arms towards the left foot. Slowly start to unwind. Grab your block. If you don't already have it, take your left hand on your left hip. Walk your left foot in about half your stride. Walk the block about a foot forward and to the right of your right foot about 6 inches. Lift the left leg up so that it's parallel to the floor. Push through the heel, flex the foot. Lean towards the back foot. Draw the tail into the body. Peel open to the left. Draw the tail into the body. Lift the leg higher. Reach the left arm up, half moon. Steady in on your breathing. And now some of you are going to stay here, but some of you will start to reach for the back ankle behind you and kick into the hand. Kick into the hand, kick into the hand. Breathe wherever you are. Steady your breathing. Good, and then slowly start to release big wide stride. Take your block with you and come to stand facing the side of your mat. Take a moment, big breath in and out. And just notice how you feel. What's shifting in your physiology, what's shifting in your mind and your overall experience. All right, let's twist the toes towards the other side of your mat. Make sure the feet are not crisscrossed. Nice wide stride, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, warrior 2. A few more rounds. Landing in your warrior 2, shoulders stacked over the hips, lunging deep, taking this thigh out. Fixing your gaze over the fingertips. Reaching down the back leg. As you take your next exhale, side angle, left forearm to the thigh, right arm diagonally overhead. Breathing nice and deep. You have the option to stay here or hand on block or hand on the floor inside of the leg, reaching through the right side body. You have the option to stay here or go for the full bind. Right arm behind you, left arm underneath you. And then we straighten the arms towards the back leg and lean back. Slowly starting to gaze at the floor, taking your block, right hand to the hip, walking it to the outside of your left foot, right foot in, half your stride. Taking that block forward and to the left of the foot 6 inches as you lift the right leg up, half moon. Peel open to the right. Draw the tail in towards the body, lift the leg higher, push the foot away from you. Ooh. Maybe the right arm comes up. Maybe this is where you stay here. Maybe you're doing it against the wall for extra support, right? Maybe you're reaching behind you for the right ankle and kicking the foot in towards the hand, breathing nice and deep. Keep kicking, kicking, kicking away from you wherever you are. Steady your breathing. Excellent. Big, wide stride all the way back. We come to face the side of your mat. Take a moment, breathe. Notice. And then step towards the front of your mat. Gratitude, gratitude. What am I grateful for? The air that I breathe, the water that I drink, the heat from my vents. What am I grateful for? Inhaling, reaching open and up, lifting the back of the heart, big lift. Exhale, fold, flat spine all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, let's step back, down dog. Take a moment here, breathe, feel the body. Refine your pose. And then inhale, lift the right leg up, three-legged down dog. Start to stack the hips, right hip stacked over left, lift the inseam of the thigh high, send the leg behind you, and then bend the knee and scorpion the tail. Lift the knee higher than the hip, higher than the hip. Try not to let that right shoulder come up. Draw it parallel to the floor. Breathe nice and deep. And now take this right leg underneath the left as you shift your weight forward and push it to the left side of the mat. Peel the left arm open, side plank variation. Take that left hand behind the head and pull the left elbow back. Breathe. One more breath here. And downward facing dog. Center in on your breath as you refine the pose, and then as you take your next inhale, lift the left leg up. Start to stack the hips, lift the inseam of the thigh high, send the leg behind you, then bend the knee. Lift the knee higher than the hip, try not to let the left shoulder bow up. Anchor in the pose with the breath, feel the body. And then as you take your next exhale, we'll slowly take that left leg underneath the right and push it to the right side of the mat. Peel the right body open. Take the right hand behind you. Pull the elbow back. Open up the heart towards the sky. And breathe. Thank you for this air. For my family, my friends. What are you grateful for? Slowly release back to downward facing dog. And in down dog, you'll bend the left knee, turn the right heel in at an angle towards the midline, and then push the right seat up. Twist the hips to the right. Other side. So I'll bend the right knee, turn the left heel in so that my foot is turning diagonally, and then I twist the hips to the left as I push the hip up. Slowly start to release. Child's pose, knees wide, toes together, arms in front of you. Take a moment, breathe. Shift your weight forward onto your bellies. Come into Sphinx Pose. So forearms are under the shoulders, elbows slightly forward at the shoulders, and I draw the sternum forward. Find your breath here. And for those of you that didn't get that quad stretch in when we were doing all our funky half moons and whatnot, here it is for you. So draw that right arm in, bend the left knee, maybe take the left arm behind you and reach for the foot. Maybe twist the fingertips forward, take the elbow up. Navel draws to the right. Slowly release. Same thing other side. Left forearm parallel to the front of the mat. Right knee draws in. Navel twist to the left. Slowly release. Elbows out, head rests on the hands, feet a little wider than the hips. Diaphragmatic breathing. Inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, feel the navel draw in. Inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, feel the navel draw in. Anchor in on your breathing. I'm grateful for the earth beneath me, the plants that grow from it, the food that it brings. Return to gratitude. Notice how good it feels. How there's no room for fear or anxiety when you're established in this space of gratitude. And how it connects you to the macrocosm at large. Honoring the elements that are out there but are also within you. As you're a microcosm of the macrocosm. Let's slowly roll over onto our backs. And we'll take Shavasana. Feet about as wide as the mat, shoulders slightly under the chest, arms by your sides. Laying down here. Feeling the body succumb to gravity, feeling it rest and relax. Release into the earth. Now I invite you to stay in Shavasana for longer, but for now our time is up together. And if you'd like to follow your practice with a meditation practice, please check out another video to get a meditation practice or do one on your own. And may you carry this attitude of gratitude as you go through your day. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Peace, Peace, Great Peace. Namaste.